How did you make it to Japan?
You need at least a degree, a working holiday visa, speak English and Japanese, proof of funds, get a bank account, so you need an address.
She's done it the right way. Don't take shortcuts seriously. Hey guys and girls on Ask Japanese, it's Kathy Cat, your flashy fashion reporter, and
Celeste.
And she's gonna talk with us about the working holiday visa and what you need to know. Let's go. Where are you from?
I'm from Argentina.
Ooh. And how long have you been here for?
This is my third year actually living here.
How did you make it to Japan?
Okay, so I came here with a working holiday visa, and then I managed to keep a job that provide me the job visa, the work visa. So I'm staying here.
So your foot into the door was working holiday. How did you find out about it? Tell me. Maybe some of you guys wanted to work in holiday, so let's listen to what Celeste has to say.
Yeah, so basically I went to the embassy of Japan in my country, and I fill up all the forms that's needed. You need to have a backup of money. You have to make proof that you have enough money to come to Japan and to stay if you don't find a job. And the reasons when you want to come here. So, for example, they want you to show that you want to travel, not only for work. So you need to make like a plan of a year of the places that you want to go, why do you want to come, and what are your interests as well. And you have time to apply until you're 30 years old. Yeah. In my case, since I graduated before coming here, that is a big plus if you want to stay here in Japan to work.
Yes, get that degree.
Yeah, you need at least a degree because if you want to stay here for work, you will need it.
She's done it the right way. Don't take shortcuts seriously. You'll regret it on the long way if you're like, oh, sorry, we would have taken you, but you don't have a degree. That's important.
Yeah. That is the most important. And then if you can speak English and Japanese, then it's a huge plus.
For sure.
Yeah, to find a job. Yeah.
What is your degree in?
It's public relations.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it doesn't even have to be in Japanese language or anything like that, as long as you have a degree.
Yeah, it's just having the degree, and then you'll be fine. Yeah, you can find any job here, especially in the main areas, Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto. Yeah.
What was like the hardest thing for you working holiday, like to prepare for the working holiday visa?
Well, actually, it is the money because you need to have, at least in Argentina, it might change, but the time I did it 3 years ago, you needed the flight ticket to go to Japan and then to come back to Argentina. To
make a return ticket.
A return ticket to make sure that you're going to go back to Argentina. And then you need the proof of funds, but it has to be in dollars.
Oh.
So it is a kind of a problem in my country.
Yeah, with the currency exchange. Right now, even Japanese people would struggle with the currency in dollars because dollars are strong.
Yeah. So I think that's the most struggle part because, it's been like a crazy thing with to put the money into the bank account. It has to be in dollars. But yeah. So that is
difficult.
Yeah, but the rest is fine. It's easy to get a working holiday visa. So yeah.
So by the time you apply, you have to have that in your account so you can eat of that within the year that you're here, right?
Yeah.
So I assume now that you have eaten that all up because you're here in year 3 and have a working visa. Do you remember about how much it was you had to show in dollars?
I think it was up to $2,000. Yeah.
Okay, to tie you over for the first couple of months.
Yeah, but like if you have a backup from your family, it's super good. But sometimes it is difficult to get that amount of money from a regular job, like to choke it to save up money. So I think that is the biggest challenge in our country, to keep the money, to have the money to come here.
Yeah. So money, ticket, travel plan. So what did you put in your travel plan?
Oh, actually, I applied for a university exchange back when I was studying to go to Kyushu. But I couldn't because of Corona. I couldn't come. So yeah, I put, for example, that I wanted to go there because I didn't have the opportunity to visit. And then obviously the main areas, you need to prepare kind of like a tourism kind of list.
Like an itinerary of where you're gonna go.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, basically I put like a main topic that I wanted to go to Kyushu to visit there and stay there for a few months, and then like change it to like stay in Tokyo for 3 months and then go to travel to Osaka and things like that. It doesn't matter if you do it or not once you come here, but at least so they can know that you're properly coming here to work and travel. Like the reason of the visa itself is work and travel. So
I see. So instead of it being work and travel, it's work and travel.
yeah. So basically that, just put prefectures that you want to go, or if you have some interested in something in particular, that you can just put it like, for example, I like geisha, I want to go to Kyoto. Then it is a good reason to go there. So yeah.
Show genuine interest in Japanese culture and traveling around Japan.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So when you touched down here, brand like fresh in Japan, what was like something you struggled with? Some advice that you could give to someone who just came here on work and travel?
If you have someone, some friends, someone that is living here in Japan, that will be so easy.
Did you have someone?
Yeah, I did. It was really smooth when I came here because I already had a job and a place to live. But I think the most struggling part is to get a bank account, because you need a phone number, and then but for the phone number, you need an address. And so if you don't have an address, then you can't get all of these things. So I think the paperwork at first is the most struggling part, especially if you can speak Japanese. Then if you have someone here, it is more easy. But if not, then you need to prepare those beforehand. So at least you don't struggle that much on that. Yeah, especially because you need a bank account if you have a work. If not, you won't get paid. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard the bank account can be quite tricky because I think with a lot of things, like with a phone contract, you need to have a credit card. But if you don't have a credit card, you can't get the phone contract, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Exactly. So I think that was the most difficult part. But
Did you like use a credit card from back home, or did you just have to work around it?
no, I've actually got my first credit card in here.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm so, what?
Yeah.
Do you know the brand?
Oh no, my first one was Yucho.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
To the Japan Post Bank.
Yeah, to receive the money from my first job. And then once I changed job and started in my new job, I could get the Mizuho Ginko.
No, what? I heard it's really difficult. Congratulations.
Thank you. I didn't know that.
Probably it helps that you got that degree. Who knows?
Yeah. I guess so. Yeah.
Any advice you have for someone who's doing work and travel? Like, if you're doing work and travel, don't do this.
If you're in work and travel and you know that you want to stay in Japan, do the things as quickly as you can. If you want to get a job to be here, do it fast, because time flies. And then you run out of time. And some jobs, they will prove you for 3 months. And then they will let you know if they want to sponsor you or not.
So yeah, they like the test period is like 3 months.
Yes, and if they say no, and then you only have 1 month left, then you have to say bye-bye. Or you have to find another way, like maybe a student visa, but you need tons of money. Yeah. So if you want to stay with a student visa, at least you have to save up money. Yeah, do not like spend. Like I have my kiddo. And just spend it.
You spend all your money, you can't afford that. So
yeah. And here the law is very strict. So once your visa ends, then you have to go to your country. Yeah, it's no joke. Yeah.
Any other piece of advice you have for someone who does work and travel here? Are there kind of like help you can get, or places you would recommend to go to or not go to?
Well, since you have a year, I truly recommend going to the areas that are not like hotspots of tourism, because Japan is beautiful in each prefecture that I've been so far. It is amazing. The people are so nice. And well, now it's kind of increasing the
Tourism?
No, not the tourism, but the money. Like you need to spend more money now than before. Even if it's like inner tourism. ちょっと
Everything's a bit more expensive
Yeah,
these days.
yeah.
Yeah, but if you go away from the hot spots, you find like some places a little bit outside that might be nicer, right?
Yeah. Like last time I been to Atami, it is so nice.
I love Atami. Oh my god, I can already see us go traveling there.
Yeah. Also, this is a hot spot, but if you have the time to go to Okinawa, truly recommended. Yeah, I love
Okinawa.
yeah.
Okay, we have some Okinawa videos actually on this channel as well. If you haven't seen them yet, be sure to check them out.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Celeste. It was really nice. Thanks for sharing your experience with us. The Okinawa videos are actually right here. Check those ones out to find out about one of the hidden spots that Celeste just mentioned.